Hi, welcome to today's video. Today we'll be unboxing this Mijello Mission Pure Pigment set, which has about 17 colors. I'm extremely excited. I've always wanted to get this set, and now that I've finally got it, I'm super excited to see how the colors will be. So this has 15 ml tubes inside them, and there are about 17 colors. And the packaging at the back has all the colors which are listed. There's the yellow light, permanent yellow deep, autumn orange, permanent red, rose madder, quiness, cridone violet, dioxazine violet, cerulean blue. There are a lot of names that I'm not able to pronounce, like this one again, one another blue, ultramarine light, viridian, bamboo green, green gold. This is an interesting color. Yellow ochre, burnt sienna, and Van Dyke brown. So we're going to try this. This one here says it's made in Korea, and I picked this up in Chennai in India on a 20% discount. So I'm kind of happy about that. So let's unbox it and see how this is. So I really like their packaging. They also have a Mijello Mission. So this is the gold class. They also have a regular one which is not the gold class. So you could even try and try that out. Since I was getting it on a discount, I thought, okay, why not? All right, so this again, it falls under the advanced category, which is for professionals. So if you're somebody who's a beginner, then and you want to still try this out, then I would highly recommend you to try probably if they have just the primary colors, because sometimes the primary colors are enough for you to figure out how your paints are. Such a beautiful packaging. So here it talks about gold class mission, colors found in nature, pure pigment set. It talks about their colors. I like how they have this very beautiful catalog here. Finest quality pigments, superior light fastness, okay, color uniformity, cadmium free, non-toxic, exceptional solvency. And again, the same chart is here. Now this is a much bigger chart. They have totally 50 colors. So this is a really nice one to figure out if you want something, if you don't want something. So it talks about like how light fast any color is over here. Very nice, nicely done. Quite excited to see how it looks. So this is how the package looks from inside, and these are my 17 beautiful colors. It's amazing how they have placed these. I'm now going to put these into smaller tubes, smaller cakes. Like from the tubes, I'm going to put them in cakes, and we're going to try out how the colors are. So before I do that, I'll show you how these tubes look. So they have all the details on it. This is amazing. So this is a very interesting one. I've not seen this happen in other tubes. So here it tells you about the light fastness, the transparency, the semi-staining capacity. So it's amazing how this is. So let's try out. I'm going to put them into a small tube. So for this purpose, I've got this metal box, and I've got like my swatch sheet over here, and I'll put them. So unfortunately the box turned out to be not very good in terms of my needs, because you can see over here that I'm not able to place additional cakes. So I'm going to place the rest of the 5 in another box which I use a lot, which is my tropicals from Art Philosophy. So I've placed 5. So I was hoping to get a box like this, but unfortunately this is that way. But since that's a case that I use a lot, so I'm assuming that if I put the rest of the 5 colors in it, I'll still be able to use them. So let's put all of these colors onto these cakes, and then we are going to try and create a swatch sheet and see how these beautiful colors are. I'm going to quickly add in on the colors. So I'm starting off with the yellow light. It's a lot of, it's very nice liquidy. And this 15 ml will be, like, it will fill up a lot of these. These are half pans. So you can fill like a lot of the colors. So it's somehow, I feel like a lot of times it makes more sense to get tubes rather than cakes. but that again depends on your final usage. If you are somebody who travels a lot, then you would probably prefer to get the cakes. I'm not sure if Mijello Mission has the cake version. I'll have to check that, but I'm quite excited to try their tubes. So a metal pan like this is quite useful. You can also lift this up and it acts as a palette. Like all of these areas act as palettes. So I've put about 5 colors here. This is my 6th one, which is the Rose Madder. I do quite a bit of travel sketching, so which is why I carry these smaller metal cases. You can also get like a big metal case which will have like 48 pans. You can put additional another 10 pans in the center. So those are pretty useful in case you're somebody who doesn't travel so much, or you're okay to carry such a big one. So in that case, you can like mix a lot of different brands of colors together. Like you can have your Mijello Mission, and if you have like Vincent & Newton, don't mix your student range and professional range of colors. It becomes really difficult to work with them because not all of the pigments in your student range will go very well with your professional range. So keep the professional and the student range separately. So I think this box will end up creating getting all the yellows, the reds and the blues, and probably one viridian, and I'll have to put the remaining 5 colors in my second kit. That's fine. I think it should be okay. So this is the bamboo green. This is a very interesting name for it. Also, the color which is there on your tubes, it's not necessary that your final color will look exactly like this. It will not. It's for the purpose of printing. Not all colors print the same way as your paint might be. So here it also mentions that it's artist watercolors. A lot of nice information over it. A lot of paints might not have this much of information, so quite happy to see that. Wow, this is a pretty thick one. Oops. I think it was just an air block. Okay. Let me just remove, clean this up, and we'll add in the remaining colors. This one is the burnt sienna. And the last color is the Van Dyke brown. Alright, so here are my colors, and I'm going to now create their swatch sheet. We'll start with our first color, which is the yellow light. The consistency looks pretty nice. The pigment is very strong. I think like the name comes, it says that it's got like pretty strong, nice pigments. The next one here is the permanent yellow deep. I'll also put in right in their names towards the end, so you'll also be able to see that. It's beautiful. You can see it's not chalky at all. And just a little bit of color I'm taking, and with that itself it's like pretty strong. This is the autumn orange. Maybe I should take a little more. It's amazing. And the next is their red orange. And the permanent red. Now you know why I like these kind of metal boxes. It's so easy for me to just create a palette on that and use it. That way you don't also waste a lot of your colors, because you don't have to keep washing your regular palettes to make space, you know, for your other colors whenever you're painting. So it's quite useful to have one like this. This one here was the Rose Madder. And here is... This is amazing. This one here is the one that I'm not able to pronounce, one kind of a violet. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. This is the darker version of it. Wow, it's a very strong color, extremely strong. Okay, so we are now moving on to our blue family. The first one is the Cerulean Blue. What I'll also do one of these days is I think I'll also create like a nice swatch sheet of the different kinds of cerulean blues in different palettes which are available, like one from Mijello, one probably from the Winsor & Newton, so one even maybe Daniel Smith, so you'll get like a very good idea of how these colors are different from each other. This here is the Ultramarine Light. And next we have oh, so this was, sorry, this was not ultramarine, right? This was the Puthas. I'm not able to pronounce that. And this is the ultramarine light. You can see very like, you know, you'll now start recognizing colors. If you're somebody who's been painting for a while, it'll become easy for you to recognize how your different colors are. I've also left the space at the bottom, although the new 5 colors, the other remaining 5 colors aren't going to be part of this particular box, but I'd like to know how the entire set looks together. The next color here is my bamboo green. This is such a happy green. It's somewhere like, you know, in between leaf green and a sap green. This is an interesting color. This is the Mijello green gold. Very nice. Next is our yellow ochre. And the burnt sienna. I think there won't be space for me to write down the name, so I'll skip that. But you could always, like, you know, if you're confused, go back to the beginning of the video and you can see, pause and see the screen where I've put on all the names from the back. I would have shown that. Or you can leave it in the comment section over here if you want me to put up probably a screen of the names. Okay, so here is the last color, which is our Van Dyke Brown. So these are all the colors of the Mijello Mission Gold set. I think the colors are very vibrant, very beautiful to look at. Now that these have dried, you can see nothing is chalky. It's so smooth and very clean. I can't wait to make more paintings with these, so I'll probably definitely do that. I'll make paintings especially with these colors, and I'll start putting those tutorials up on my YouTube channel. So if you're somebody new over here, do consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you.